This lying scoundrel said his name was Aldrin. But dude, the devil knows what he's truly called. The moment I read begging for alms or whatnot, like, this sounds like Aldrin, possibly. The fool. Warnings, vagrants. If you plan on traversing Dead White Wood, the one near the ruins of Arnscrone Castle, forget about it. Best add on half a league and go around. It's for your own good. For nor you nor no man else will meet anything good in that place. Keeping me curious as to what there might be. And prayer services in Brunwich. All souls who yearn to banish foul forces from their midst, come gather around the upper mill. Ernest Grico, a wandering man of spiritual powers, will exorcise the ghost of the alderman's wife, who harries our land and has clearly claimed our chapel as her own. If you do come to pray with the Reverend Grico, remember to bring your own candles. Okay, intriguing. Master Topical at your service. Got a hankering for mushrooms? Wanting to brew a bit of herb tea? Dreaming of a way to relax after a hard day in the fields? Come see Master Topical. He's got bollarets and all sorts of other fungi, dried nettle, hops, pipes, fool's parsley, carline, poppy milk, and much, much more. Buy and sell the Wood's Bounty at Master Topicals. I definitely want to pay you a visit. Maybe you got some more diagrams. I doubt it, but I can sell some stuff. And quick wily for mighty thirsts. Best meat around. Any man who considers himself a fine judge of fine drink, come see Bill, better known as Quick Willie. This summer's been a warm one and the meadows are all abloom. So we've a bumper of crop of honey. Whether it's double meat you crave or you for yearning for a triple, Quick Wiley's got you covered. Alright, and there we go, a contract. Apprentice gone missing. Good folk, my apprentice Volkert has disappeared without a trace. I'm terribly worried about him, so whoever finds him and brings him back shall receive a sizable sum of Novigrad crowns. If you're interested, come to my hut on the outskirts of Oxenford. If you lose the way, ask passing peasants where the local herbalist has his practice, and they'll guide you. Otto Bamber, herbalist. Okay, was kind of expecting that to be around here and not actually all the way in Oxenford, but it looks like, without a trace, all roads lead to Novigrad. Witcher has become a synonym for monster slayer in many minds. While accurate as far as it goes, this does not encompass the whole truth, for witches take on a broad variety of other tasks beside the slaying of monsters. For example, they sometimes use their superhuman senses to find missing persons. Such a lost individual was the subject of the notice hung by a certain Otto Bamber, an herbalist residing near Oxenford. Well, we're definitely not going there just yet, cause, hey, new town, wanna say hi? Maybe there's something interesting going on, maybe there's a herbalist, or... There was definitely a herbalist, but... Okay, I know that it is late at night, but... Is it me or is it rather quiet around here? I'm very sorry if I'm barging into a place where I'm not supposed to be, but... Yeah. It is bloody quiet around here. Really bloody quiet. And I kinda want to meet the herbalist. Although this seems herbalist-ish. Maybe. Maybe I need to do a little bit of meditation. Greetings. Anyone home? I mean, they got some herbs here. Yeah, I kinda am getting a feeling that maybe I should do this during the day. And not just barge into people's homes. I'm just gonna sit here, I'm going to do a little bit of meditation, get my potions back as well, because I do definitely need that. But maybe if we meditate till morning, there's a little bit more life in Brunwich. But at least that's what the hope would be. Greetings. Very sorry for interrupting the strange horse breeds around here. Good morning. Sorry for interrupting and stuff. I mean, this place is lovely, but at the same time, it's just way too quiet for my taste. I will take your nostrils. It's quite peaceful. I do like that. Either way, what we're looking for is definitely on the other shore. Yeah, we'll just follow the road around and see what we've got going on over there. Because right here, there'll be nothing. Or I would have noticed that already. So, it'll be fine. Greetings. I'm not sure what you're whistling at, but if you're impressed by my armor, yes, be impressed. It is rather dashing. It's way too quiet here. And that's exactly why. Not what I was expecting to find here. Good sir, you might want to keep on running the other way. Just saying. Because I can keep these guys off of you for a little bit, but they might go after you as well. So please be a little bit careful. That's it. Come on. Goodbye, drowned dead. And both of you, burn. Alright, one of you may survive. Or two of you may survive. Nah, just one. Alright, you get the honor of restoring all my energy. That's it, one more. Awesome. Good boy. How did you people not die just yet? I mean, really? Be happy that I'm around, because you would have been dead. All of you would have been dead if I wasn't around here. Dear oh dear. And this is why you never think that it is too quiet. No, what I'm trying to say is, this is why you never not think that it's too quiet. Because if it is too quiet, it often is too quiet. Why is there a hidden treasure here? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm definitely intrigued, but... okay, you're not exactly the hidden treasure I was expecting, but... Pastoral Diary of Father Gladfried and the Crypt Key.
Damn it.
I guess we'll have to take shelter. This journal is covered in blood, heavily damaged, and only the last page can be made out. My wanderings for the fire's glory next took me to preach to Brunwich, the village curled round the lake. And lo and behold, what did the most holy flames illuminate for me there? A hive of hardened heathens, too lost in sin to lift a cursed finger to care for the hearth of the eternal fire. Filled with divine wrath, I asked them, why is your chapel in such a sorry state? Why is your cemetery all covered in weeds? And their response? Ghosts, curses, fallen upon hallowed ground. They blame it on the alderman's wife, say she went mad from riches and ever since that tragedy, chapels lay in ruins, with no one daring to go near. So the task falls on me to guide these foolish lost sheep back on the righteous path and away from the rubbish they believe. I intend to enter the chapel alone, armed with only the torch of the eternal fire to light my path and see what lurks within. But clearly, that was a foolish idea. Did you burn alive? I mean, you look rather burnt. Did you burn yourself by accident? Surely not. But nonetheless, would this be the chapel? This would definitely be the chapel. The Oxenford Curia of the Church of the Eternal Fire hereby grants dispensation from the duty of conducting worship in the Chapel of the Eternal Fire to the residents of the following villages, Brunwich, Erd and Heddle. For reasons as yet unexplained, foul powers have overtaken these villages' holy sites, befouling the church's majesty and tainting its sacred grounds. Until a professional exorcist can be summoned, the above listed settlements are advised against visiting the cemetery and the adjacent chapel. Father Wilhelmus, i.e., Office of the Oxenford Curia. Well, okay then. Would it be doing these people a favor if they were able to just go back inside of here? Cause... curiosity right now is calling. The Cursed Chapel. Unfortunate accidents happen to even the most God-fearing of men. This realization came to Geralt when he happened across the corpse of a priest. On the body he found a journal, and after a moment of silence for the deceased's memory, he tucked the document into his satchel. From the notes he learned locals were having a bit of trouble in the form of a haunted cemetery. Led by a sense of duty, Geralt decided to see what was disturbing the dead's peace and endangering the lives of the living. Well, we're here anyway, so I guess the whole Ofieri Shores thing can wait just a little bit. Yeah. This is probably a bad idea, but hey, curiosity is calling. And seeing how we have no clue what exactly we're dealing with. Never mind, we're dealing with wraiths. In that case, Spectorial all the way. I was going to say, I don't know what kind of monster we're dealing with, so not yet sure what I would have to actually put on my sword, but this is fine, totally fine. Now, all of you, please bugger off. I'm trying to work here. And all of you are making that job a whole lot harder. Oh, come on. Please, knock it off. You're making way too much noise. You're supposed to be quiet in a graveyard. Thank you. And they say that I disturbed the peace. Dear oh dear. By the way, there's gonna be more of you. Okay, fancy. Not dead corpses. Very fun. Not what we're looking for, though. Not right now any sign of what might have happened here. Just cursed grounds, that's all. Well, this should be fine. Do you open up? Are you locked? Well, I have the key, so this will work just fine. Now let's see, what else have we got here? What exactly is causing all this madness? Possible vampire? Maybe. I mean, it's been a vampire in the past. Should I check these? They no longer need it. And hey, I need the sapphire surely to actually solve this issue and figure out what happened here. So all of this is all mine. For good reasons. Yes, totally. I'm a grave robber. I'm a horrible person. I know. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure what you were doing, but all of this does not exactly seem all that okay. Greetings, Cursed Mother. Do I want to know? Maybe I don't want to know. Okay, maybe there's some more information. Can I possibly get out of here and leave you be? Just for a little bit. You're gonna come after me, aren't you? I'm not fleeing, I swear. I can't leave. Why can't I leave? I'm locked in here. I wanted to know if there was some kind of journal that I could read. Maybe get rid of you in a non-combat-y way, but this is fine. This is fine. You, my friend, I'm not hurting you at all. Alright, how about you come right over here, in my circle. Lots of ghosts love this circle. Not this, not this, not this. Okay. This is fine. For a moment I thought you were going to bring some friends along for the party. But this is okay. Totally okay. Okay, get Gwen up. And, ooh, we need more Eden. Okay. It's okay, this is okay. Totally okay. Ha! Yes. Right where I want you. Right where I want you. Oh. Can we get one more of these? No, we can't. Ugh. Please get the torch out and then we place one more of these down. Thank you. Exactly where we would like to have you. Come on. You. I don't know what your story is. I will figure it out very soon. Don't you worry. But right now, you really need to go. You think you can just appear behind me? I have faced too many specters to fall for that little trick. So how about you... No. How about you do not strike me in the face that badly? Thank you. Here we go, here we go. Can I? That's it. A little bit more protection. Awesome. Nice. Alright, bring me my torch, bring me my torch. That's it. Right in the middle. Thank God for having multiple traps. Thank God for having multiple of them. That's it. That's it. That's it. Bye-bye, cursed mother. What your story was? I have got no clue. We're probably not done with you just yet. I want to know your story. You heard the bird's farewell notes. Well, I guess that was the end, but I want to know about that note. I've not left, not a blooming thing. All I can do now is pass on my family's tale of horror and woe, then pass on myself, as soon as I've written it all up in this letter. Seems a faded dream now, but there were a time when we were happy. My beautiful wife, Honesta, and myself. We were married in high style with a fitting feast, and then a year later our dear Milburga was born. Folk praised the ween's beauty, said she were the spitting image of her mum. Honestad get all cross when they talk like that, but I paid it no heed at the time. Soon enough our family grew. First Matilda, then Ethel came into the world, both fair as angels. But Honesta, well, I'll never forget the eve she sat there, combing her long chestnut hair, while the girls cried and cried. She said to her, "Love, I reckon the lasses are hungry." That's when she lashed out at me for the first time. Said they'd no right to be hungry. They'd stolen her beauty and her youth. That should be more than enough to feed on. I should have known it then. I should have guessed madness had burrowed into my love's head, and every compliment paid to her lass's beauty made it burrow ever deeper. Year by year the young'uns grew taller and more lovely, but time's not so kind to the old, and Honesta weren't spared its cruelty, which took her skin's spring and its sheen of youth. One night I was awoken by a startling moon which lit all the world in an eerie glow. I looked around the hut and saw it was empty, and I ran out the door and followed a set of bare footprints leading to the cemetery by the chapel. Seeing that, my heart jumped up into my throat. I found them, all three, lying around the fountain. Were I not been their father, I'd never have recognized them. Deep gashes mutilated their fair faces. Strips of skin and hunks of flesh were strewn all about. As I stood beholding this butchery, I had the feeling someone was watching me. And I weren't mistaken. Honesta stood there on a stool by a lone tree. She had a rope draped round her neck like some demonic necklace. They took it from me, all of it, all I had, all I cherished, she said. And then she jumped. She's dead. My Honesta, my 3 daughters, dead as well. I'll soon join them. I've taken all I have and gave it to the gods. Perhaps they'll forgive me and my beloved Honesta. Ooh. Yeah. Not entirely sure what to say about that. That's a rather grim end for all of you. New moon armor? Okay, I hope you don't mind me taking that. But... dear. Is that now truly her end? I really hope it is. New moon boots. Okay. Not sure what's up there, but please knock it off, thank you. And books. Beliefs of Skellige Druids. Okay, not entirely sure what that is doing here, but sure. The disciples of the Isles' local pantheon are not the sole spiritual devotees in Skellige, for some druids also call the archipelago home. Yet this is no cause for conflict, for Freya's adherents and the druid circle coexist and treat each other with great respect. What welds these two faiths together? a common worship of the divinity found in the earth, fertility, love and birth. To the Druids, men form a part of nature and should treat the world around them with the utmost respect. They hold that since nature gave life, her most precious gift, to humans and the other civilized races, they should live in harmony with her, yielding their will to hers. Druids are seen as wise men and priests, and are held in high esteem by society. They act as spiritual guides, herbalists and alchemists. As Skelligers seek their counsel in times of trouble, summon them when ill, or ask them to settle thorny conflicts. Like their continental brethren, the Druids of Skellige have a circle, an area set aside in their holy grove where they assemble, meditate and study sacred tomes. And many Druids are capable of wielding magic. Yep, we pretty much were aware of that. But yeah, in regards to this story, maybe a Druid could have helped, seen it coming. Honestly, I don't know. The Cursed Chapel. From the notes, Geralt learned locals were having a bit of trouble in the form of a haunted cemetery. Led by a sense of duty, Geralt decided to see what was disturbing the dead's peace and endangering the lives of the living. And it turned out the crypt was haunted by a powerful ghost, an accursed mother. The Wraith jealously guarded the treasures laid to rest with the dead and attacked all intruders. This time, however, she had met her match. Oh, she most certainly did. By the way, that's that problem solved. That means the people of Brunwich can go back to just following their faith again, I hope. Hopefully all wraiths are taken care of now. Although someone will have to actually clean this place up. Because, I'm sorry, but that's not contained in the payment and the job of a witcher. So, I'm sure they'll manage. By the way, dear oh dear, it is a lovely day. But that means for us, we continue, and that means, hi, fancy little icon, Runewright. The Runewright crafts runes and glyphs and can also form them into words to be placed into swords and armor. Rune and glyph words give their items new powerful properties. Okay, I certainly want to know more about that. Who do I have to talk to about that? The Upper Mill. What do we know about this place? The local community held a racing bee to construct the new brick Upper Mill to replace the old wooden Lower Mill. And once finished, however, they decided closing a fully functional mill just because there's a newer one would be a sinful waste. And thus both mills remain in operation. Well, that's nice. Where would the Lower Mill be then? Lower, as in lower over here, or? Probably right over there. Well, if it works, it works. And hey, now you have got 2 mills. Very nice. By the way, greetings. I am looking for...
Stranger, greetings. Might you be interested in a moment's chat?
I would be quite interested indeed.
You're a long way from Ofieri.
A long way and with dangers fraught. But in our homeland they say, in risk there is honor.
Got a ring to it. Not true in my experience, though. Faced plenty of risks. Honor, not so much.
Good treasure, though.
Because risk issues from intent. Important is this intent. The long passage I brave to admire the unknown and bring glory to myself and my liege. The world we must explore, virgin lands discover, new knowledge garner among our brothers than to spread. For is there in life a beauty greater than to admire the new, to stand in awe of the never-ending creation of the world?
That mean I've landed in a camp of explorers and philosophers?
Indeed. Your customs we come to observe, knowledge to exchange, and goods, naturally, to trade.
Okay. Would you be willing to tell me more about your homeland, maybe?
Your homeland. Be glad to hear some tales about it if you've got the time.
If time you have. For of my home I could speak until your ears withered, and your legs fail you.
Then
What
we
here
take a
they call
seat.
Ofieri, in truth, is many diverse polities and peoples. A land it is of vast steppes, mountains forbidding, lakes clear as crystal, and wild lands untouched. A land of fallen empires, kingdoms at their peak, and tribes that know no monarchs, yet remember in myth a time when the world was young.
You call any of these lands home?
Yes, a town with towers to make Nilfgaard weep with envy. Of philosophers, doctors, mathematicians, and mages an enclave. But about these last you should, my friend, interrogate, for one among them is he, a Runewright.
What exactly is that?
To talk to him.
So I want to know more about it. But in the meantime, okay, first things first, I wouldn't mind to look at your wares. But at the same time, maybe... You know what, I'm just going to ask about the wares and something about the horse, but...
What did you bring from Ofieri? Mind if I have a look?
Definitely intrigued. Ooh, fancy. Ofieri decorated sabers, of course not as good as what I got. Tunic also not as good. Crossbow definitely not as good. You've got great cards! This is why you talk with merchants. Francesca Vinderberg, leader card, I will take that. I will take Erdenberg Glass, leader card, thank you very much. And a third Control Dim Darkness card. Nice! And I don't need that one, but... Are the... Nah, saddlebacks are as good as what I currently got. And the Ofieri blind is not as great. Well, that's fine. In the meantime... Oh, I definitely got a whole lot of junk. Would you mind buying a few of these? Well, maybe... Nah, I doubt I can break these down into something that's actually useful to me, so... I'm just gonna sell some of them to you, and... hope that that's not a mistake. There we go. Good enough. And... I actually have got a proper set of the Order of Flame Rose, and I need to look at this new moon armor. Actually, sign intensity, resist to bludgeoning, resist to slashing. It's decent. No pants though. But could be interesting. Either way, thank you. But that brings me to apparently the fact that you've got a fine horse.
Quite the mount you've got.
Ah, yes. A loyal friend I have in Babietza, and she is wiser than many a man. Countless races we have won together.
Oh boy.
So, an explorer and a jockey in one.
From where I come, small children ride, and not a gathering is by a horse race not crowned.
So, would you in that case be up for a horse race, possibly?
Heard a lot of good things about Ofieri mares. Their speed. Care to race?
Swift as the western winds are our mounts. To prove this would be an honor, so race we must.
Oh boy. Well, let me get my map real quick. Make sure that I know where the hell we're trying to go. We're going to go all the way around here. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I definitely will. Although, at the same time, I definitely want to be in front of you, if you don't mind. Excuse me, passing through. Oh, I am at full speed, don't you worry. And I'm definitely not planning to slow down unless I truly have to. Let's ignore the noon raves and whatnot in the fields. Or no, wait, oh, really? What are you thinking you're doing? Are we real? Did you hire them? Oh, there's a monster nest here. Did you hire those people to dump those barrels around? I doubt that you did. The gates are open. We should have actually talked to the people about this whole racing business. We should have definitely talked to the people about this racing business, because I think they were not prepared for any of this. Okay, do we keep on going here? Yes, we keep on going here. Oh dear. Okay, we should be fine, we should be fine. We just keep on going in a straight line, ignore the goats. All of this is totally okay. Oh. We're so going to make this. Your horse might be good, but mine, for sure, is so much better. Swift as the western winds.
Ofieri mares may be swift as the wind. Not quite as fast as my roach, though.
I congratulate you. A saddle for your mount, your reward. A contest to commemorate.
Ofieri stock saddle.
Even swifter.
I'd hope so.
Like your new gear, roach?
Much may be said of a man by how he treats his horse. Our myths tell of a time when love brought together the skies and the steppe, and from their union was born the first mare. Weak were the creatures called men. They fell prey to countless dangers. The mare nursed them. Her milk fed them. Strong they grew, and she let them saddle her. Warriors they became, and gave fight to their foes. The myths teach us to respect our horses, noblest among all beasts.
Beautiful story. Thanks for that and the race.
Indeed, thank you very much. And I'm curious about how good that saddle actually is. Will it replace my current saddle? But before we go and investigate that, we've become good friends, haven't we? I happen to find a diagram with possible Ofieri markings. Do you know anything about this?
Found this diagram. Think the markings might be Ofieri. Can't decipher them. Willing to help?
This writing I recognize. We arrived in this land to immediate trouble. Local men, frankly rogues. Attacked we were. These are good instructions to forge fantastic gears fit for a king. To the ruler here I was to present them. But assist me. Retrieve the entire set, and I shall draft duplicates marked in the tongue of your craftsman.
Ooh. I'm intrigued. I mean, will it be better than my Witcher gear? Probably not. Will it look better than my Witcher gear? Maybe, but also probably not. But of course I'll help. Sorry, I can't spare the time. I can spare the time. Of course I can.
Sounds like a fair deal. Think I can probably find those diagrams for you.
These bandits, they knights seemed. A blow even harder.
Where did it happen, this attack?
At the crossroads, a sawmill near to it, and the ruins of a residence to the north, I believe.
See what I can do. Farewell.
I'll take a look at my map and see what I can find. But before we do that, from Ofieri's distant shores, yeah, Roach, let me take a look at how good this, no, that's cavalry saddle, Ofieri Stroxa, is actually better than the Saracanian one. Nice! Roach, enjoy your new saddle. Where are you? Roach? Show me how it looks. Show me how it looks on you. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Ooh, I'll take a look at it from this side.
Ow, why are your eyes so strange?
For a good reason, don't bump into Roach. That actually looks really fancy. Nice. I hope you like it too, Roach, because it looks good on you. Looks very good on you. Either way, that brings me to a Runewright? Greetings?
Greetings.
Greetings, and praise the world in its never-ending creation.
Don't take this the wrong way, but honestly, world doesn't deserve much praise.
Nordlings. Disagreeable always. Faces crinkled, soured, ready to quibble to death even a simple greeting. Aha! But my tongue now has soured, while you for trade have come. Sadly, I can forge for you nothing. My belongings, tools inclusive, all lost.
The attack with the bandits? I mean, I can help you recover what you lost, but first things first, your trade. What exactly is it?
You a craftsman or a mage?
Your tongue has no word to fit my trade. A scholar and artisan I am. Part craftsman, part mage. Gematria, runecraft. Familiar to you are these words?
No. Runecraft seems pretty self-explanatory, though.
True, though my craft further ventures. Runes and glyphs I first make, then arrange into powerful magic words. Great practical applications as my art. For rune stones properly forged in a sword set so as to form a magic word. The blade more power grant than runestones set haphazardly. Such words too can of glyphs be made and set in armor.
Let me guess, doing so is an extremely difficult thing to do, and likewise a very expensive thing. I mean, I have to think about the creation of runes themselves, and that would not be cheap, so yeah. Either way, I could possibly help you recover what you lost.
Listen, folks sometimes hire me to solve their problems. Even retrieved a missing item or two in my time.
For me, this you cannot do. I sailed upon a great ship. It sank, and my instruments took to the sea's dark depths.
Buying replacements not an option?
Of my own design they were, specially forged. A fortune it cost to make them. And all the coin that with me I had brought lies now in the murky abyss with my instruments.
How deep would that sea be? I mean, maybe I can go and go for a dive. But we might still be able to help each other somehow.
Seems your skills could be useful to me. Given that, I'd be happy to help you out. What do you say I get you the coin you need? Could pay me back in runes and glyphs.
Is it certain, your offer? A great sum I require.
How great?
Tools of great expense I need to make even the simplest glyph. I make no mention of the more advanced or master-crafted.
Those are going to be even more
I have a
expensive.
feeling this will be a good investment.
5,000? I mean, I have it, but 5,000? And that's just the basics. Oh dear. Okay, before I pay, or invest, what brought you to our lands in the first place?
Can't help but wonder what brings you to our lands.
A simple thing. For knowledge, a thirst. All he could, my mentor had taught me. The tongues of our lands I'd learned. Of all our plants and animals, I know the names.
Risked that long a journey to learn new words?
A life of plenty I would have lived at home, for the beauty and import of my art are respected. But such a life would be unfulfilled. Great and diverse is the world, for a pace continues its creation. A riddle it is, which through symbols speaks. The world's tongue to learn I wish, the signs by which it speaks to discover, their syntax to master. Through this, to learn the principles of creation.
That's honestly quite deep. Well, whatever makes you happy in the long run, I guess. But your art, you talk about it like it's a religion of sorts.
Way you talk about your art sound more like a man of faith than scholarship.
Faith and scholarship for you lie in conflict. Yet in my land, holy men are scholars. Wisdom, their source of esteem.
The Ofieri believe in any gods?
From region to region this varies. Raised I was to believe in one God, the world. Symbols are God's speech. To study his words is to draw nearer to him.
Symbols, meaning runes and glyphs.
Mere signs are these. An attempt by men imperfect to describe the world. Yet a magic to them there is, and from God all magic issues. When runes I create, when into words I arrange them, this is prayer. And when into swords I enchant them, that is my benediction.
Well, if there's one thing for sure that I've learned, is that this money, even though I'm going to miss it, will be in good hands with you. If you're willing to help me out with these glyphs and runes and whatnot, I'd be very happy to help you out as well.
Got some coin on me. This enough?
Start it is.
Yeah,
Cost
start.
of the craft.
Yet the costs do not end with coin. Need I shall also a jade stone of size substantial.
And where would I find that?
See what I can do.
Because enchanting certainly has its price in regards to quality, but yeah, startup costs. I really got a feeling that this is truly going to get rather expensive. You can tell an experienced witcher by the way he examines a notice board. To the novice eye, these weathered planks contain nothing but clumsily scrawled messages touching on matters thoroughly mundane. trifling announcements, offers of sale or purchase, lewd rhymes, etc., ad nauseum. A witcher with years under his belt, however, will search the dross carefully, knowing that it often hides a jewel. A witcher contract, for example, or, in this particular case, information about a mysterious Runewright from a far-off land. A small fortune was all it took for the Ofieri to get started, and once he received it, he got down to work, and from then on, Geralt could buy simple runes and glyphs from him and have him place basic words in his swords and armor. Well, clearly not entirely, because, yeah, enchanting quality has a price. The Ofieri Runewright got down to work, but announced at once that more advanced runes or glyphs would require special materials. Jade, it seems, is a necessary part of advanced rune writing. Since Geralt was interested in enchanting goods of the better sort, he decided to look around for a hunk of this element. Which would be exactly where? I mean, around here, apparently we can get a pickaxe, but... yeah. Call me intrigued for sure. Greetings, I have a question. Can I possibly borrow a pickaxe that you might have got?
Got the shivers.
Whoa!
Excuse me? There's gotta be a pickaxe around here? There's gotta be a pickaxe. Don't mind me, I'll bring it back. No promises.
Apparently likely to find some small jade deposits northeast of Novigrad. Ought to try my luck there.
I certainly could, and that's going to bring me to areas where I've definitely not been yet. Definitely going to bring me to lots and lots of distractions. I'm supposed to go down south and... I kind of want to go down all the way over there, but that's a long trip, but at the same time going down there is an even further trip, and I'll have to go back all the way. I'm intrigued about this rune writing, and I'm kind of wondering how much more this guy requires from me. So... ooh. Perhaps it's a mistake, but... Roach, by the way, I'm very sorry that I called you for your help, but I knew you'd love racing. So, since you're here anyway, would you mind riding along with me for some fun? Just casually strolling by.
That's it,
Don't worry,
Roach.
I'll be doing all the heavy work in regards to chipping stone to bits in order to find jade. All you have to do is carry it and me.
The big guy doesn't know it just yet, but this Runewright is going to be quite the drain on his crown total. That combined with the possible extreme cost of future Grandmaster gear, and I've got a feeling that we'll forever be with not enough money.